The biggest difference that I notice about Superkids within the school is the buy-in of the students.
I look forward every day to coming in and working with them on the Superkids.
I get to listen to every student read to me every day, and that's something I haven't done in 13 years.
The parents can't believe how much their children are reading.
I think the most exciting thing is it's hard to tell the difference between a low expectancy student and a high expectancy student.
In 20 years, I've seen a lot of programs come through, and I even said this last year, hands down, I've seen the best results from Superkids.
If they're excited, then I get more excited, and it's just a snowball effect. It just keeps growing and growing.
One of the things that Superkids has done is brought a lot of excitement to reading. Again, our committee, when we were selecting reading programs, one of the things that they felt was lacking was just a genuine love for reading through students, and the Superkids provide that.
I've had kids come into my classroom that know no letters and no sounds at all, many that have never been to preschool, and their parents sit down with me and can't believe that they know their letters and their sounds and their reading, and they want to do it.
Referrals to child study team for IEPs and that nature, they're still down across the board. We don't have typical behavior issues here in the building with the students in kindergarten. They're engaged in the activities. They enjoy learning about the Superkids. And anything that keeps the students engaged, it's going to help them learn.
I found that kids that have special needs a lot of times need a hand-on learning approach, and I found that this program incorporates so much. They're able to get on the computer, they're able to use the interactive tuck-ins up on the board and be hands-on. One day he even said, like, those kids are really helping me talking about the Superkids, and that's what I even emailed his teacher. And I'm like, he loves it, he loves the program, and it's working for him, who I was very worried about.
You notice students who are, I guess, traditionally low expectancy students pulling out the higher level text and then being successful with it because they have desire to find out what happened in the story. They connect so much with the characters that they want to read.
There's such a difference in the way that I'm seeing that my first grader who didn't have the program and the way that he learned how to read compared to how my son Blake is learning how to read. And I'm just very impressed with the program, and I can't say enough good things about it.
One of the things we were looking for was what about those group of students that are struggling? And what we've heard and seen time and time again with our staff are that all of our students are meeting with success.
Last year, I had a kid who had an IEP, couldn't decode words, couldn't figure out how to chunk blend, and within 3 months was reading the decoding words off the board like this.
The needs of a K-2 learner is so different than the needs of a 3 to 5, and those needs are being met in this program.
I think a kindergartner is completely different than a 5th grader, and I think it's the most logical thing to have a program that is geared towards K-2 versus 3 to 5.
And we just felt like the K-2 program that Superkids had put together specifically addressed the needs that our K-2 students had.
I get emotional even talking about because the kids in my class, some of them don't have always that connection at home, and it's my job to give them that.
And a lot of these kids, they look for a Superkid to identify with, and it gives them somebody that they hone in on, and they're like, hey, that's just like me.
Every child can find something that's similar to them in the Superkids. And the kid said, I like Cass because she likes to cook and I like to cook.
I was telling some people that my son goes to kindergarten next year, and I just would be so excited if he had the Superkids characters because it just has changed the whole way that I teach.